Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it, and if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com, where I dive deeper into all these topics, subjects, looking for investment opportunities, sharing those opportunities with everybody in the community. You can get a special going on right now. Special is the coupon code, 50% off the first month only on a monthly membership, and a larger discount on the yearly membership. All right, let's dive in, see what's going on today. Starting with the DXY. Again, still looks good to go higher. What I'm basing that off of is the falling wedge formations. And we can also see here, we've got this big upsurge day here and three small candlesticks down inside of it. So inside of it is this way here. That generally is bullish, which means you've got more strength to the upside than selling pressure left in whatever you're looking at. So I'm still in the camp that this could go up. What would cause me to change my opinion? Well, if we break through down here and we have some large red candlesticks, I could easily change my opinion there if that were to transpire. Yields, the 2-year yield's up, but we're in a downtrend. Now, the big question is, as we break lower, and I think we'll get to that circle underneath us, are we going to break the bigger pattern? The bigger pattern is this guy here. Are we going to come down here and do a retest, break this bigger pattern here? Or are we just going to stay within the pattern and break higher? I don't know, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking to see what's going to happen here. Now, am I trading this in the short term? I am not. I'm not doing anything with the 2-year yield. I really could care less about this thing. There's a lot of other things I look at to take long-term perspective outlooks, but this is my opinion in the short term here on yields. 10-year yield down 0.73, getting a little bit of selling pressure there, or yield pressure to the downside, but still sitting on top of a lot of support here. The 30 years down about 1%. So trying to get into the daily candlesticks here. 1% down, 0.91 to be exact. A little bit of a selling pressure move today. There it is. We're still sitting on top of support here. So on the longer term, bigger pattern. So could we come on down here? We could. But I still would remain bullish on the longer term because we're sitting on top of the pattern. Bond prices are up 0.66, so we're starting to move a little bit. That would correlate with lower yields. Longer term, we're fighting the big move lower, so we've been coming lower, lower, lower. We entered this pattern from the top side down, so that's bearish. But we could come up here and retest up there before heading lower again. So that very well could be a path, as today was pretty strong. The 2 and the 10, we're back up at support. Sitting there right at support. We jumped back up above that support area. So that looks like we're hanging on. If this does fall and do it in a way that's free falling, it's possible that we get a slowdown in the market. And people are running into the 2-year bonds. Today in the TYX TNX ratio, we are basically flat. So that looks good. It looks good. We're breaking to the upside. That's generally a tailwind behind gold. And if we could come all the way back up here, which gold generally does very well when that occurs. Gold's up $29 an ounce. We are trying to break through this last resistance area. It looks very good to make another leg higher. It looks really good. So gold's looking very strong here from that perspective here of breaking through or trying to get through the last of this resistance. Silver, I know we have some contract rollovers and stuff. Sometimes the days get a little bit changed. So XAG USD was up 1.22%, but we can go back to this one. So that's looking good. That looks like it wants to go higher. Platinum up 1.28%, still in this bearish channel though. We came into this here and it's kind of consolidating. We could come out and fall a little bit. And then palladium's up 1.22. I think this is trying to bottom here. I think we're going to get some support in this big square support zone. So I think we'll eventually turn up at some point here. I think very soon. The reason I say that is we have a falling wedge. We do still have a little bit of selling pressure left in this, uh, but there's not a ton of follow through. You can see that we just track sideways. We get like a punch higher or a punch lower, I mean. So I think we're getting close. Look for a bullish reversal candlestick, like a bullish engulfing hammer candlestick, bullish piercing candlesticks or something like that, reversal candlesticks. XEU to gold ratio, we are down 1.13% today. Could see a little bit of consolidation, maybe a little bit lower, but still looks okay from the longer term. Gold and silver mining companies, cheap and still can outperform. So GDX is down slightly, but again, I don't see any pressure here. No downward pressure. Looks good to go higher. GDXJ, same thing. SILJ, very similar in that as well. We're sitting on top of these big resistance lines. So when you're sitting on top of things, you got to remain bullish, guys. You got to remain bullish. Crude oil is up 0.3%, so it's up a little bit today. Still above support here. Still hanging on. We've got TTF gas down 2.5. We're doing a retest here. We got that nice little wick at the bottom. This would be a good time to be loading into it for a move higher. So usually you get a squeeze up into a corner, breakout, retest, and we are doing the retest. And I always buy these retests, guys. This is where I would load up here. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to load up on TTF gas, but that's generally the pattern that I like. Natural gas in America up 2.63. This does look like we are trying to bottom here. So I'm going to take this, remove it. We have a downtrend line kind of simple break here. We'll see how legit that is as we go. XOP, you know me, up 1%. We're sitting on top of this flag pattern. Looks bullish. Looks bullish, is bullish. I'd like to reclaim, and get above some of these resistance levels that are on top of us. OIH also up 1%, trying to break through this resistance zone, and I'd like to get above that resistance up around 260. Start breaking through some of these resistance areas. We've got Newcastle coal futures down just slightly, but still looking bullish to move higher. Again, breakout retest. Base, breakout, retest, bullish. We've got Sprott Physical Uranium Trust heading higher, 1.12%, looking good. Now, what would I do here? I would do nothing, absolutely nothing. Your buy point should have been on the retest here or somewhere low or buying back into strength. Come up, you could maybe grab one here, but that's it. Let it roll after that. I'm not into chasing crap. Uranium futures pricing sideways. No updates there, but still looks good. URA, these are the equities, looking good. They're breaking out. Well, there we go. Breaking out there to the upside. It is bullish. Stay bullish. Uranium also up 2%, almost getting through the last of this resistance up there. Stay bullish, my friends. URNJ on top of support. Stay bullish. Stay bullish. Stay bullish. Nickel up 0.07, chopping sideways above support. Not a bad spot to be looking in here. We've got copper up 3%, looking good. There it is. And that is a contract rollover. Sometimes they get funky there. COPX is up 0.91. We are starting to get above some of this last resistance. Looking good. Let's see if we can break out of this thing for COPX. Lithium down a little bit, right up against resistance. There's that resistance I'm talking about right here. We're just underneath it. We've got REMX down slightly, still looks good to go higher. Not too worried about it. Let it roll. Iron ore up 1.42%. Here we go, baby. Let's rip it. This could get real interesting here, guys. Real interesting. Let me get rid of some of this crap over here so we can see it. There it is. That looks good to go higher, much higher, hopefully. Aluminum still underneath that 2650 level. We've been consolidating sideways. We had a sideways day today. Baltic Dry Index up a little bit, but working its way on up. Still bullish. We've got the big squeeze here, breaking higher. Emerging markets up 0.4%. It's still chopping its way on up. Longer term view, bullish, bullish, bullish. Moo down 0.24%. We're at resistance. There we are. We're chopping sideways. Not much selling pressure. Bullish to go higher. Bullish to go higher. We're sitting on top of support now. So looking good to go higher. Carry down a little bit. No reversal candlestick. Still looks good to go higher. Remain bullish. XHB, home builders, still looking bullish. This is just a flag pattern to break higher. That looks good. We've got Russell up 0.19. That's still tracking higher, still looking good. We've got SPX still working its way on up. Still looks good. Nothing to worry about there. And then the NASDAQ up 0.53. That is getting to some resistance. We'll see if we can bust through it or not. DJT up 0.11. Again, bullish at this time. We're sitting on top of this support there. And no bearish candlesticks yet. And then XLI up a little bit. Still making like almost all-time highs here. Still looks okay at the moment. We've got SMCI is looking a little bit more bearish on a double bottom here. NVIDIA, a little bit of selling pressure. It's holding on though at this moment. It's a little more of a bearish setup. We have a bear came up with inside of it. Sometimes those like to roll over. We'll see if it rolls over. Bitcoin down 0.4%, still above support. Still looks okay. Ethereum down 1.1, but still looks okay. There's no big selling pressure there. We're just consolidating. MicroStrategy down 0.94%. Chopping sideways here, trying to put in a bottom. Again, guys, I wouldn't touch this. This is a garbage company. I mean, it's basically running a Ponzi with Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna keep this thing going forever. They don't make any money and they have debt, so I don't know how that all gets paid off. I guess they just keep diluting their shareholders. And then the VIX down 2.7%. It's holding. It's holding at the moment, and we've been holding low and chopping sideways, which is good if it's the VIX chopping sideways. But that's all I've got for today, guys. So that's what I've got for today. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website if you like. Specialist coupon code. We do have a Q&A session coming up this weekend, Saturday, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. And that's all I've got for today. So we'll catch you later. See ya.